UB40 are a British reggae pop band formed in 1978 in Birmingham, England. The band has had more than 50 singles in the UK singles chart, and has also achieved considerable international success. They have been nominated for the Grammy Award for Best Reggae Album 4 times, and in 1984 were nominated for the Brit Award for Best British Group. One of the world's best-selling music artists, UB40 have sold over 70 million records. Their hit singles include their debut Food for Thought, and 2 US Billboard Hot 100 number ones with Red Red Wine, and Can't Help Falling in Love. Both of these also topped the UK singles chart, as did the band's version of I Got You Babe. The ethnic makeup of the band's original lineup was diverse, with musicians of English, Scottish, Irish, Yemeni and Jamaican parentage. Campbell left the band in 2008 after 29 years and has since released 4 reggae-themed solo collections, with Mickey, who left UB40 soon after Ali, joining him on keys. Astro remained with the band until November 2013, when he left to team up again with Ali and Mickey. The new Ali Campbell album Silhouette is released October 6 on Cooking Vinyl. History, 1978 to 1999. The band members began as friends who knew each other from various schools across Birmingham. The name UB40 was selected in reference to the signing-on document issued to people claiming unemployment benefit from the UK government's Department of Health and Social Security at the time of the band's formation. The designation UB40 stood for Unemployment Benefit, Form 40. Brian Travers saved up and bought his first saxophone whilst working as an electrical apprentice for N.G. Bailey, leaving after a few years to become a founding member of UB40 alongside Astro, James Brown, Ali Campbell, Robin Campbell, Earl Falconer, Norman Hassan and Mickey Virtue. Before some of them could play their instruments, Ali Campbell and Brian Travers travelled around Birmingham promoting the band, putting up UB40 posters. Their sound was created and honed through many long jam sessions at various locations in Birmingham. Their first gig took place on February 9, 1979 at the Hare and Hans pub in Kings Heath, Birmingham for a friend's birthday party. This was commemorated in October 2011 by the unveiling of a plaque at the venue, indicating the band receiving the Performing Rights Society's Music Heritage Award. UB40 caught their first break when Chrissie Hynde saw them at a pub and gave them an opportunity as a support act to her band, The Pretenders. UB40's first single, King/Food for Thought, was released on Graduate Records, a local independent label run by David Virr. It reached number 4 on the UK singles chart. Their first album was titled Signing Off, as the band was signing off from, or ending, their claim for unemployment benefit. It was recorded in a bedsit in Birmingham and was produced by Bob Lamb. Norman Hassan said of the recording, "If you stripped my track down, who could hear the birds in the background? This is because his tracks were recorded outside in the garden." Signing Off was released on August 29, 1980, and entered the UK Albums Chart on October 2, 1980. It reached as high as number 2 in the UK and spent 71 weeks in total on the chart. Signing Off is now a platinum album. As UB40 grew in popularity, they encouraged and supported local musicians and bands from Birmingham, such as Bashara, by taking them on a tour. After great success in the UK, UB40's popularity in the United States was established when they released Labour of Love, an album of cover songs, in 1983. The album reached number 1 on the UK Albums Chart and number 8 on the Billboard 200 in the US. The album featured the song Red Red Wine, a cover version of a Neil Diamond song. It stayed on the charts for over 100 weeks. 3 years later UB40 performed at the Birmingham Heartbeat Charity Concert 1986. In 1987 Ray Pablo Falconer, producer of UB40 music, died in a car crash. Earl Falconer, who was driving, was sentenced to 6 months imprisonment in June 1988. UB40 also feature in the 1988 film The Job. Their most successful worldwide single release is their reggae pop version of I Can't Help Falling in Love with You, which was the main title to the 1993 Sharon Stone movie Sliver and was a #1 hit across Europe and in the US, and in 1995, they covered the Stevie Wonder song Superstition for the Eddie Murphy movie Vampire in Brooklyn, and it appears on their album The Best of UB40 Volume 2, which they released that year. They make a guest appearance in the 1997 movie, Speed 2, Cruise Control. 2000 2009, UB40 toured South Africa in July 2007 and headlined the Live Earth concert at the Cradle of Humankind, near Johannesburg. They performed one of the longest sets for the event at approximately 54 minutes. On January 24, 2008, it was announced that Ali Campbell would be leaving the group after 30 years. It was originally stated that this was in order for Campbell to concentrate on solo projects, but Campbell later said he was leaving due to management and business disputes, with Mickey Virtue departing shortly afterwards, citing the same issues. The remaining 7 members released a statement saying, Ali made a very simple decision. He chose to pursue and put his solo career over and above continuing to work with UB40 after February 2008. Unregistered trademark S, as simple as that. It was reported by some Birmingham newspapers on March 13, 2008, that Marcy Priest would be the new lead singer of UB40 and had recorded a cover of Bob Marley unregistered trademark S, I Shot the Sheriff, with the band, based on information from an unnamed source close to the band. Priest had joined UB40 on their arena tour in 2007, culminating in sellout shows at the NEC Birmingham in December. Another local newspaper reporting that Marcy Priest would be the new UB40 frontman, also included a statement from band spokesman Gerard Franklin which contradicted this claim. Marcy is collaborating with the band to record material, but there is no decision been made to replace Ali Campbell with one definitive singer. The reports are half correct. He will be appearing with them for this new recording. In April 2008, the BBC reported that Campbell was to be replaced in the band by his brother Duncan, with reggae singer Marcy Priest also bolstering the lineup on tour. The band released their next album, 24/7, UB40's last with the original lineup, by way of a free insert in the Mail on Sunday's May 4, 2008 issue. The newspaper sold nearly 3 million copies. This led to a backlash when the full 17-track version was released June 21, 2008, and most of the big retailers refused to stock it. It failed to reach the top 75 in the UK, in fact it entered the chart at number 84, which was a first, as all their official albums had previously gone top 50 on the UK albums chart. Their next release, on EMI, was a collection called Love Songs, which was a compilation of hits mainly from the Labour of Love series and all featuring Ali Campbell on vocals. It reached number 3 in the UK. The band toured the US, which included their first show at the Hollywood Bowl. During the 2009 US tour, UB40 offered fans live concert recordings on USB wristbands. The wristbands also included the Dub Sessions remix album and photos. In 2009 the band released the first new album with their new lead singer Duncan Campbell. Another in the Labour of Love cover series entitled Labour of Love 4. The album was in the charts for only 2 weeks, reaching number 24. 2010 present, UB40 announced that after completing a coast-to-coast 2010 American tour they would be playing a nationwide UK tour of theatres in October-November 2010, performing their seminal album Signing Off, in full, along with a second set of popular UB40 songs. To coincide, on November 1, 2010 a remastered 2 CD plus DVD of Signing Off was released as a 30th anniversary special edition. In 2011 5 founder members of the group and directors of their DEP International label, had bankruptcy proceedings started against them relating to debts of the record label. The 5 named were Robin Campbell, Brian Travers, Terence Wilson, Norman Hassan and James Brown. In October 2011 Travers, Wilson, Hassan and Brown were declared bankrupt. Former member Ali Campbell was also declared bankrupt. In 2013 a new album, Getting Over the Storm, was announced, their first since 2010, and Labour of Love 4. In November 2013, UB40 revealed dates in anticipation of their UK tour in spring 2014. The announcement of the tour follows the success of the band unregistered trademark's latest top 30 album, Getting Over the Storm, which was awarded BBC Radio 2's Album of the Week accolade and received 5-star reviews from the UK's music press on its release in September 2013. However, on November 22, 2013, Astro announced in a statement that he had left the band, describing it as a rudderless ship, and criticising the serious lack of communication between the band and management, and the country-orientated direction of their latest album. Astro joined former UB40 members Ali Campbell and Mickey Virtue on stage at the Indigo 2 Arena in London on December 6, 2013. And on January 17, 2014 the trio announced on their website that they were in the studio recording new music. Ali Campbell was highly critical of his replacement in UB40, stating, "I sat back for 5 years and watched my brother Duncan murdering my songs." The new Ali Campbell album Silhouette is now set for release on October 6, 2014. Influences: UB40 were influenced by the many blues parties they attended as teenagers in the multicultural Balsall Heath area of Birmingham. Their love of ska, reggae and early lovers rock inspired such original tracks as King, Madame Medusa, Food for Thought, Signing Off, and 1 in 10. Their early musical style was unique, with a heavy influence of analog synthesizers, psychedelic rock guitar, saxophone and dub producer techniques which were later perfected by Pablo Falconer. The Campbell brothers are the sons of the late folk musician, Ian Campbell. Achievements: UB40 is one of the most commercially successful reggae acts of all time in terms of record sales, chart positions and touring schedule. During their 3-decade-long career, they have been performing sellout shows worldwide and headlining the Reggae Sunsplash Music Festival in Jamaica, as well as spreading reggae to Russia, South America, etc. They have performed twice at the Night of the Proms, in 2000 and in 2006. In 2006 UB40 was nominated for a Grammy Award for their album Who You Fighting For. All 3 of their UK #1 hits and 4 of their 5 US top 10 hits were cover versions. UB40 collaborators include, Pato Banton, Madness, Bitty McLean, Chrissy Hind, Marcy Priest, Robert Palmer, Hunterts, Japanese artist Mika Dozan, French artist Nuttair, Lady Saw, Africa Bambaataa, 808 State. Personnel, members, touring personnel, discography. Gallery. See also, Gary Tyler, a Eurobiographical subject of a song by UB40, list of best-selling music artists, references. External links: UB40 official website, UB40 on MySpace, UB40 interview by Pete Lewis, Blues and Soul November 2010, Ali Campbell interview 2007 on alicmusic.com, UB40 at Rolling Stone, UB40 discography at Discogs.